nearly 900 people gathered in a downtown Seattle ballroom to show their support for King County Council member Girmay Zahilay and his push to improve mental health access and to honor King County residents who have worked to improve their communities. Award-winning musician Macklemore was there to support Zahilay, who is seeking re-election, as were other county and city council members. Mental health is one of Zahilay's priorities, and Macklemore delivered a moving and powerful keynote speech, recounting his own battle with addiction and recovery and advocating for urgent behavioral health clinics in the county.
When I was 25 years old, I got addicted to prescription pain medication. And I will never forget the day that my dad pulled me aside, he looked me in my eye and said, "Ben, are you happy?" And I barely even recognized the word. But it was in that moment that I surrendered. I had just enough willingness to say, yes, I will go to rehab.
The singer noted the lack of support for urgent mental health in the region.
We have 2.2 million people living in King County, and we have 0 walk-in urgent care behavioral health clinics in one of the wealthiest cities in the world, the land of Amazon, Boeing, Microsoft, 0 in King County.
Zahilay urged supporters to vote for Proposition 1, which would raise $1.25 billion through a property tax levy to create crisis care centers in the county.
On April 25th, we stand to make a generational investment in our behavioral health system so we can take care of our communities who are living in crisis.
The first-term council member said his mother's experience, fleeing violence in Ethiopia, arriving in America, and working 2 and 3 jobs just to try to make ends meet, shaped his views and inspired his current work for social justice.
The American Dream tells you if you work hard and follow the rules, you can meet your basic needs and eventually retire with dignity. But that wasn't our experience. My mom worked and worked until she destroyed both of her knees. That's the event from my life that drives me to do what I do. An all too common story in King County, and it's the story that connects me to my purpose. I hope you all enjoyed my
The annual Hometown Heroes Awards were presented to 6 people, all women of color, who have worked to improve the community. Ricole Jones and Marty Jackson were honored for their work to reduce gun violence in Rainier Beach.
This work is not something we started, it's something we inherited, and it's something we've chosen to do. And a lot of the times the work has chosen us.
Shantel Patu received the award for her efforts to help communities in need, particularly in Skyway. Emijah Smith was celebrated for her advocacy benefiting Black people. And Ayan Musse was honored for advocating for youth in the area. Zahilay also presented a surprise award to KeAnna Pickett, whose husband Devon Pickett was murdered last year. The council member said he worked with a colleague to fund a $100,000 scholarship in her and her husband's name through the CD Panthers to honor the couple's legacy. Macklemore, who also received an award, said the region should be doing more to help communities in need.
We have pushed people out. We have gentrified. We have tore down communities for condos. We have forgotten. We have forgotten what it means to be human, to care for those that are still suffering, to help those that need it the most, to prioritize the most marginalized and make sure that families have the bare necessities to just live and be safe.
One of the attendees was moved by Macklemore's remarks.
He is so much more than an entertainer. He actually is in the community and working within the Black community. And I've been knowing him for, I can say, probably 15 years, and his words have action behind them. And I think he moved all of us.
After the event, Zahilay said he was touched by the show of support and Macklemore's emotional speech.
It didn't feel like a stuffy ballroom event. To me, it felt like humanity. My keynote speaker, Macklemore, took abstract policy around behavioral health crisis, which is what we're working on, and he turned it into one of the most moving personal stories I've ever heard.